Sacred Insights 101. Welcome to your reading for September. I hope you guys are doing well. The very first card that you get is very powerful, from the Holy Spirit, inviting you to expect miracles. I love this card. This card is so awesome to come first for you guys. Miracles will occur naturally, and she wants you to know that Spirit has your back. Miracles will occur naturally. By believing that and expecting those miracles to occur, you're helping them to occur. But at the same time, she's saying that they will. So keep your focus on what it is that you're wanting, and miracles are going to occur naturally for you. Spirit has your back. This is the first card, fundamental to your reading, no matter what's going on in your lives right now. The very second card that you get, so Spirit's with you, Spirit has your back, and the very second card that you get is this Heaven card, that someone on the other side is with you. Someone's watching over you. So sometimes this indicates that, you might be going through a hard time, but not necessarily. This is just someone on the other side is watching over you, offering guidance, offering love, just loving you, and they want you to know that they're with you. This could be a parent on the other side, it could be a grandparent, it could be a best friend. Someone on the other side is with you. So you have a lot of heavenly sort of guidance and love with you. The next card that you get might indicate that some of you might be in some kind of a challenge. A challenge that you can resolve is what Gabriel wants to say. Gabriel is the archangel for sort of coaches and healers and writers and creators, kind of overall creators, which is really all of us. If you're creating something, creating the life you want, we're all sort of creators. And so she's coming in to say that if you're in a challenge, this is something that you can resolve. If you notice, unfortunately these cards are very dark, but he's working on a puzzle down here. And you might be having a hard time finding a particular piece, for example. What she is inviting you to do with the image on this card is she's inviting you to sort of see it from her perspective. Sort of float above your situation and see if you can see it from her perspective. It will help. It will help you see the bigger picture. This is a challenge that you can resolve. So even though it might feel difficult for you right now, if this resonates with you, this is something that you can resolve. So one thing you can do is to just kind of lift yourself up and see if you can see it from a higher perspective. This is giving you an opportunity to improve your plans. I love this card. This card is another one that just sort of indicates that, this is a challenge you're going to be able to resolve. And it also kind of indicates that it might be a challenge that's sort of guided. It might be guided a little bit. So it might appear like a challenge to you, and yet it could, in the bigger picture, in the higher perspective, be sort of a, just sort of a bit of a guidance, a bit of a bend in the road, because there might be something a little bit better for you that Spirit can see from a higher perspective that you're not able to see. So it might feel like a challenge to you, but it's actually a blessing. So Haniel is coming in to say that let this potential challenge give you an opportunity to improve your plans. It's like there's something better. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. So, feel into your gut instincts, your intuition. Face any fears that may be coming up because of this little slight detour, and let that allow you to grow stronger from it. So there's a lot kind of going on in this card, but the overall feeling is that this challenge, I'm using the word challenge because that's the word she uses. This is a challenge that you can resolve. It could feel like a glitch. It could feel like a wall has come up to something you were trying to create, and now you've got this wall that's kind of stopping you. Imagine that the wall is curved. And if you were to go into the wall, you're just going to kind of curve right around with it, because there's something better. It's actually on purpose to get you even more of what you're wanting. That's what it feels like. So get curious. What could this be? What could this little detour be? I had a friend who was looking for a house, and she came for a reading, and this card came up, and what it turned out, she just laughed and laughed, and what it turned out is this little dog. She was wanting to have a dog in her new place, and this place wouldn't allow dogs, or it just wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work to have a dog there. As much as she loved the place, it wasn't going to work for her to have the dog there. And so this little dog was just like, hey, wait, what about me? So there was something better. There's something better. So it could just be a little guidance that's leading you to something better. So what aspect of your plans could be improved, that maybe what feels like a challenge is more like a guidance kind of thing? Allow yourself to get curious. And if any fears come up about it, let it be a learning experience. Let the learning, get curious about what you can learn from it. The other thing is that it could be part of this guidance. Now she wants to come back. This is interesting. So this is someone on the other side who's with you, loving you, guiding you. She is inviting you to sort of go back to your childhood and look at what excited you in childhood, what lit you up. This could be in line with whatever it is that you're trying to create, given this is Gabriel coming in, so as a creator, and this life that you're wanting to create for yourself. They're not being specific, whether this is work-related, relationship-related. This is just sort of you creating the life that you're wanting, and maybe have run into a bit of a detour that's helping you to find something better. Part of getting curious about that might be going back into when you were a kid. What did you love when you were a kid? Maybe there's some aspect of when you were a child that that is connected to this improvement to your plan as to why there's a detour. So go back and look at maybe something that happened when you were a little kid that you were passionate about. You're also getting safe travel. So this one is also coming up in terms of, okay, she wants to come back talking about a different perspective, a higher perspective. Notice that this child, right, going back to childhood, going back to your childhood, what lit you up, notice that this child is getting a ride up high on St. Christopher's shoulder. So from this vantage point, you would have a higher perspective. So she's saying, look at it from a higher perspective. You might also be getting an animal visit. This one sometimes speaks to, you're good with animals. That could be interesting that story came up about the dog wanting to be with you. That could resonate with some of you, and also that his hand is right on a dog. But there's other animals. St. Francis is referring to spending some time with animals that may sort of soothe you in terms of this challenge. If you're feeling like the challenge is just kind of getting frustrating, some of those lower emotions that you might be experiencing with it, frustration, just the challenge of it. And it could be have been going on for some time. It could be a challenge that's been going on for a while. And so St. Francis is saying to spend some time with animals can be very soothing, and also watch what you eat. So in terms of stress, if the situation is stressful to you, to be mindful of what you're eating. So these cards all of them kind of, there's a bit of assistance here in helping you to manage and resolve the challenge. Higher perspective, spending some time with some animals. You may also get an animal visit, or a message will come from a particular animal for you. If you feel like you have an experience with an animal, I just did a video on that this morning. I'm going to post that up too. So if you want to check that out, it talks about animal visits. So you may get a particular animal might visit you with a message. So if that happens, make sure to look up the animal to see what the message might be for you. That could also help you in resolving whatever feels like a block to what you're trying to create. You're also getting to not compromise. Do not compromise on what it is that you really, really want. Withdraw from drama of others. She's also saying withdraw from any drama that might be part of the challenge. Opinions of others, drama coming about. Don't compromise on what it is that you're really wanting. This potential challenge or detour, if it's a detour, is really an opportunity to improve your plans. It's not about setting aside some plans or throwing some plans out that you're really wanting. It's about improving what you're wanting at your core. So don't compromise on what you absolutely want. And so making a decision, it's like it's time to make a decision about what you really, really want. These two are coming up together about not compromising on what you really want. So get clear about what that is. Get clear about what you really, really want, and get curious about how this challenge might be an improvement to what you really, really want. Right? And your final card is that with all this hard work, curiosity, finding a different perspective, letting it, be a learning experience. What can you learn from it? Spending time with some animals, watching the miracles that will be magically unfolding for you. One of these, one of the animals may be one of the miracles that happens. You could have a very unique situation with an animal come up for you. And then your dreams are fulfilled. All this hard work leads to success. Leads to success. A love of all the beautiful things in life. So it's like the things that you're wanting can happen. And she wants to come back. Miracles will be occurring naturally as you work towards whatever, detour might be coming up. The hard work of accepting the sort of detour or challenge that might be coming up, getting yourself out of any drama that might be going on from people around you, finding the thing that might make this even better for you. All of that hard work is going to pay off, is what they're saying. She wants to come back. Spirit has your back. You absolutely deserve to get what you're wanting. And so on some deeper level, some childhood deeper level, there may be something that Spirit can see that you really, really want, is what the detour is for, to get you closer, and an opportunity for something that's even more in line with what you really, really want. And then success comes. And then success comes. So, I love you guys. Have a wonderful September. Great reading for you. Until next time, take really good care of yourselves, and we'll talk to you soon. Mwah.